Hey, what's up guys? This is a quick little pre-recording before we get into the video to let you guys know that I switched the first and second game around, so you'll be seeing the second game I played first and the first game I played second, just because the second battle was much more balanced and enjoyable. So a few of my kind of references to the first battle won't make sense until you see it, but hopefully the video still is okay, and enjoy. Hey, what's up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Arena Total War. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who has dropped likes and comments on these Arena videos. It's really awesome to see everyone really getting behind them, because this is a game I enjoy so much, so be able to actually share these videos with you guys and for them to get such a good response is absolutely amazing. I'll be doing plenty more of Arena in the future, you know, maybe trying to do one or two every single week, and if you guys want to see even more than that, then just let me know in the comments down below, and obviously by hitting the like button. So today we're going to be playing as Scipio in a high tier gameplay. I'm going to be jumping in as tier 6s. I'm pretty close to getting tier 7s, only about 10,000k off of actually achieving them, and Scipio's still a little bit way off of tier 7, but I'll get there eventually and obviously come and bring you guys some tier 7 gameplay. But at the moment, tier 6 is my highest, and pretty much the matchmaking at these higher tiers are actually pretty broken right now. I've found quite a few of the times, just because it's closed beta, there's not so many people on, you end up getting in games where you've got a lot of tier 5s and the enemy might have a lot of tier 7s, which just ends really bad. I feel like them two tier parts is just way too much. I think it should be either a tier above or below being put into your game. I think that's kind of an okay amount. However, 2 tiers above or below is just getting kind of pretty crazy, and the units here, tier 5 infantry cannot handle tier 7 infantry at all. And if you don't have them, like, because I've been in plenty of games where we maybe have a few more tier 6s and a couple tier 5s, but the enemy has like 3 tier 7s, and the game's just over before it's even started. Now granted, there are opportunities where you can ninja cap them, or you can maybe just, you know, outplay them as a team, but I think the chances of you winning that game are extremely low compared to, say, if they just split up a few of the tier 7s, because I found that as well, that even the people aren't in the group who are playing tier 7s still go on the enemy team, even though my team doesn't have many tier 7s, and vice versa. Obviously sometimes I get more tier 7s than the enemy, and it's just a slaughter. So hopefully they do change that going forward, and obviously as more people do carry on playing, because tier 7 is quite a trek to actually achieve. So, you know, not too many people have them right now. I mean, I've played a lot of games. I've played 233 games so far in about a week and a little bit, and I'm a little bit off tier 7. Now granted, I think I could have easily have got tier 7 if that's all I grinded for, but I've got tier 5 war dogs, tier 5 Roman infantry, I think tier 4 hoplites, tier 4 archers, so I've kind of gone for a bit of everything. I think I've also got tier 5 barbarian infantry as well. So yeah, I definitely went for a bit of everything in Arena. So hopefully, you know, going forward, people will start just to catch up to the higher tiers, and the games won't be so spread apart. You can always see as well the assembling players as well as waiting for a game is quite a long time. So what I'll do is I'll skip to when we found the game, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the battle. Okay guys, we are back, and this time we are on the map of Rubicon, and I know a lot of people have been asking for more maps, so hopefully this gameplay will be enjoyable. Again, we've run into the elite tier 7 guys, but this time I don't think it's that bad. We've got a few of the tier 7s they had last game, and I think this is a much more balanced match, because you can see what we have. We have 4 tier 7s, they at least have 4 tier 7s, so I think this is much more even, and the matchmaking's done a better job, but I guess we'll see. It'd be a joke if all of these guys were actually tier 7 as well, but we'll see. And luckily we don't have any tier 5s. I feel like the jump between tier 5 and 7 is crazy, but the jump between tier 6 and 7 isn't that bad. So again, not replacing them tier 5s with tier 7s, I think just makes it a bit more of an even matchup. So we have some artillery as well, which is actually great on Rubicon because of the way the match is just set up. It's like so quick to get into the combat. An interesting thing actually, which I think needs to be adjusted and seen to, is if you play slingers, you can pick your position right here at the front, and you can hammer the enemy from the beginning of the battle, instantly just shooting them with volleys, and they have to either retreat or form testudo, and it's just disgusting because slingers can do a lot of damage really early on. I actually feel like they've maybe got some, yeah, I feel like they've got some, they do have some artillery right there. Yeah, be very careful. The dogs are being unleashed straight away, which is kind of funny. Hopefully we can get our more mounted artillery set up. I'm going to take this position right here. Get a good glimpse of what's across. Oh, he's actually doing it. Oh, some tier 7s. Okay. Well, I guess we'll bring over the rest of our cavalry as well. And we're going to go in for it. Oh, he got spears though as well. Jesus, he got here quick. That is crazy. I don't think we should fight this. I think we should just fall back. But he's going in for it. He got a good charge off there. I don't think we should be fighting this though. He hasn't popped off. Oh, we're going to miss that charge. That was really bad from us. But I don't think we do fight this battle, you know. I think they just outperform us. Yeah, like they got so much cavalry over here. I think we definitely just run away. We have a pretty huge onager as well. Yeah, this is what the bigger onagers actually look like. We're going to move around that side, actually. They look absolutely huge. And we have some good setup here to protect us. So I think we just focus center and try and deal with us. Try and deal with all of this over here. And maybe even go deal with this artillery, which I'm going to go and try and do now as well. This unit of cavalry is just going to come all the way around the side. Yeah, I'm going to send one of my, probably this unit, to go over here. He has set up spikes, but I don't think it's enough. I mean, we're going to continue just to try and kill all of these guys. We have enough cavalry over here to do it. We obviously have to be careful of these tier 7s, but we're doing a good job at taking out the rest of these guys. I'm going to come flying in now as well. Did he pop oath? Oh no, this is just the Vercingetorix. Okay, this is the Vercingetorix one. And obviously we come over here now. I know my unit over here isn't moving, but that's fine. Oh, they just almost got, almost got them pikes off. That would have been so scary. Yeah, I need to move this unit now. I'm actually going to run away to avoid them. This cavalry needs to get the hell out of it. I took a lot of casualties there. Okay, we've killed all of them. Perfect. Now we can move towards the other unit. Okay, this unit needs to get back. I need to get better at this, kind of moving my units all in one. It's just that cavalry is so difficult to deal with. And I also need to get really good, much better at actually deciding where I go. I think this guy's just going to kite me, but I'm kind of okay with that for now. Oh, nice. We're actually going to catch him. I don't think he has any spikes set up, which is actually okay with me. Okay, what do we have? Cavalry there. Infantry over here. I think we come down here and help out these guys. Okay, he's going to try and bait me into charging because you can take damage. So we're just going to charge in. I'm going to put my war cry just to try and finish him up quickly. Oh, God. Run, 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 run. Oh, fuck. That was my bad. We're going to rout, but hopefully we'll come back. You come around the side now. Your war cry is really important. We're about to kill all of these. We're not even going to kill them. Wow. We have to run. Okay, that's going to kill them. And then hopefully we can just escape. These guys are hopefully going to come back soon. You can come around the side. Yeah, you guys come back here. You're going to come back pretty soon. There we go. Yeah, you guys just continue to run away being chased. We're no longer being chased, which is fine. That was a good charge. And the most important thing is that war cry right there. War cry them. Perfect. Now we come in on this unit. Okay, this is a much, much better game. Much more enjoyable. That was a good rear flank by us. This unit can now come back because I think they've stopped charging us. You know, the teams are so much more balanced, and when they are balanced, it's just so fun. Is this war cried? It is war cried. Okay, get out, boys, and come back. You're coming over. Okay, let's make ourselves up for another rear charge. Does anyone? No one has their charge back, but I don't think we're going to need it. I think if we just come in from this side, we should finish off their ranks. They've kind of gone balls deep for our artillery, which has actually really worked out in our favor, I think. Because we're managing to clean up a lot of their infantry over here. We just need to avoid their cavalry, because I don't think there's no point me engaging their cavalry, because I just will never match up to it, because it's tier 7, and I'm not Greek. I think Greek cavalry can match up against any other cavalry, just solely because of the skill, the charge bonus they can have. They can just ruin Roman cavalry. Obviously, Roman cavalry kind of has the advantage in a longer engagement. This guy is battle cry, but we could still definitely talk about charging him. I just really don't want to... Yeah, he did pop oath, but we can maybe actually break him even in oath. I don't know. I'm actually not going to waste my cavalry. Actually, maybe we could. Oh, yeah, I guess you do, because you can still break units in oath of perseverance, which is a huge buff. It gives my rank. It gives 100%, which is quite a lot. Okay, so they've just got some cavalry left in this. We definitely have the advantage. It's looking obviously very good for us. What is this, Roman cavalry? I can deal with Roman cavalry. Let's bring these guys around. Yeah, I can deal with Roman cavalry. They have to try and retreat now, which we can just go right into their path. They've actually managed to maybe get out of this one, which is unfortunate. Yeah, they're going to get out of there, which kind of sucks. But as long as we stay together and don't overcommit, see if we can get a little bit of a rear charge as he turns the corner. Nice, we get a few of them. Every little bit of damage does help. Maybe try and scare him off our ally. Oh, yes, we routed this guy as well. Awesome. We get lots more free kills on him. This guy is not even in oath. Wow, we get just a free charge off there. Oh, God, though. Why is this unit just routed? Jesus, how did that happen? Apparently I was being rear flanked. I don't think I was. It didn't look like I was. I guess I was. These guys are all in oath, so we should fall back from that. As long as this unit comes back from routing. So that's also an interesting tactic as well. Oh, he's actually got his ballista back. Okay, we'll go deal with that. Is you can actually control your unit whilst it's routing, which is a really interesting thing to note. You can actually get it out of the battle and tell it to go somewhere, which is really useful. You know, if there's no point just leaving your unit locked into combat. Okay, we can go deal with that artillery piece, and then we'll come back. Obviously, avoid them spikes as well. Yeah, this second game was much better. Even though we won, which is always a good thing to happen, you know, actually winning the combat. But you know, it was just a better tiered game, I think. A much better tiered game. And I think a lot of these tier 7s get really cocky, and they just decide, they're like, fuck it, we can just charge the enemy because we're tier 7s and they're nothing. And they don't actually they don't actually become that strategical, which I think they definitely suffer from in battles. We might as well just start capping now. Come flying in here just to rout that unit. Cool. We slaughtered them as they tried to cross the Rubicon. I didn't do great, but I didn't do bad.
We are killing our allies.
I just don't have... I think the thing is as well is there's not ever a lot of missiles in these higher tier games. There's only ever a couple, like 1 or 2. So my main objective is just to rout the enemy more than anything. It's literally just to rout, you know, get behind them, Wrath of Mars and then Warcry. And that's literally my goal. So I don't actually get as many kills as, say, the infantry who are just cutting away at the enemy. You know, my charge does a decent amount, but normally, again, most of the cases as well, is my charges normally get towards the beginning of the combat when the unit has HP and doesn't lose numbers. That's why I really want to see the score system come back, so it just takes damage instead of, it just takes damage under control instead of just the KDA. I'd much prefer to see that, and hopefully we will in the future. I think a lot of people should be mentioning that on the forums as well, because I much prefer the score system. So we're just going to let our soldiers, our cavalry go off and kill these routed units who have come back to base. And again, sorry that I don't really get to do many close-ups, but on these higher tier games, it's really hectic, and you really have to be paying attention because you can lose your units so quickly if you're out of position. So I think you really have to be paying attention. So I'm sorry there's not a lot of close-ups in these battles, but hopefully you guys don't mind too much. I try and take a look at some of these units now. These are the TRI, these are the premium unit for them, and they're really good with Scipio. This guy's currently playing them with Germanicus. Yeah, with Germanicus. But if you play these guys with Scipio, you can already see their defense is 888, which is, I think, more than my guys. A lot more. It's a lot more than my guys. If you pop Oath Perseverance on that, these guys just do so much. And also, if you go into Spear Phalanx as well, which gives you a huge buff as well, it's just, these guys are so OP if you can just hold the line. Yeah, we're going to be finishing off this engagement. And that second game was much more enjoyable. So I'm probably actually going to put this second game first and then the first game second, just because I think this will be more enjoyable for people to watch. So I guess I will record an outro in a second. But yeah, we did go ahead and win their Annihilation victory. Again, we got 14,000 silver, which was nice. And we did good for our numbers. I'm happy coming forth there, for sure. Some decent XP, some decent cavalry XP as well. You know, what, 1,500. I mean, you know, if I keep on getting that, I'll get this in no time. Yeah, I'm only 10k away, so that's less than 10 battles. You know, it's like 7 battles if I get this XP every time. And again, it's not like I even popped off either. I only got 100 and something kills, almost 200 kills, which is good with cavalry at this tier. I think that's really good with cavalry at this tier, and especially because some of them as well were that siege equipment dudes. Okay, cool. Okay guys, we have now jumped into a game on Marathon, and as you can see, we have a few tier 6s, we actually have a tier 7 player, And obviously I am tier 6, and then we also have some other tier 5s. So this I think is okay as long as the enemy kind of match it. As long as the enemy don't have like 2-3 tier 5s, which I think they, or tier 7s, which I'm 90% sure they do, because I've seen these guys play before, and I think this entire team plays as tier 7s, which is pretty messed up. I think if they're all tier 7s, that's just going to be an absolute slaughter fest. But I guess we'll just jump in and try and get a good game or two on these tier 7s. Because I've definitely beaten these guys before when we've been definitely outmatched. But it pretty much just means that our tier 5s, like, these guys can just not do anything. Because they're so severely outmatched if they come up against any tier 7s whatsoever. So we will just form up at the back. I will send one unit out to scout so we can get a good idea of what's coming up against us and what's where. And then I'll leave, you know, most of my units back. My 2 units probably back in the base. So yeah, send them there, and then we'll take our 3rd unit straight down the middle. I think actually my ally might be taking a look as well. I think, you know, they don't have any artillery, which is kind of nice, because we actually have less men than them. So I'm assuming we don't have, they don't have any artillery. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage. Also, to reply to some of the comments in the last episode, that's what I'm saying. Tier 7, which is fine. We have a tier 7, but I'm pretty sure this entire group, this entire 4-man are tier 7s. There you go. Another tier 7. So already they have more tier 7s than us, and another tier 7. You know, it gets pretty messed up. But we have 1 tier 7 in the woods, and we're already up against 3. That's pretty messed up. And I'm pretty sure their last person is tier 7 as well. And it's just extremely hard to defeat that. Because this is tier 7 Roman cavalry, so it's extremely hard to kill that unless we have missiles, which, as you can see, we have 0 missiles on our team. And I think the matchmaking at this tier is just pretty scrappy and a bit messed up. You can see they have tier 6 artillery up there, which I guess tier 6 is fine. I'm just looking for problems at this point, because I'm like, fuck's sake, we've already lost this game, probably. Now, granted, there are easy, you know, there's definitely ways to win this. Having range would really help. The fact that they have more range than us is a bit annoying. It'd be pretty nice if we actually had the range, you know, if we got them range units instead of the enemy to kind of counter that. But unfortunately, we don't. Our center is just going to get absolutely ruined, I think. But I'll try my best to get some nice flanks on the enemy. A lot of the fighting does seem like it is kicking off right here, which I think we should take. I think we should take this fight in the center, if I'm honest. Because if we can get some nice little flanks on these guys, then we can like just really clean them out. No, this unit is by itself. Dogs are going to come flying in. And if this guy now comes into them, that's going to be great. Now, I have found that dogs definitely get beaten back by some of the... oh, nice. We're getting a good rear flank. I guess it does go to show that you can easily beat these higher tiers up when they commit like this. But already, look at that shield bash just from that one unit. That is absolutely revolting. But we are going to get a good charge off into the back of this hoplite. Hopefully we can rout it. They popped hold the line, which boosts their morale up. But with our war cry, I'm hoping we'll have enough. I don't really want to get involved in that engagement. No, hold the line is going to be enough, and then I have to just withdraw from that fight, unfortunately. Yeah, get out. Oh, no, I did rout it. I did rout it. I'm staying in, Ben. I'm staying in that fight, just because the more tier 7s I kill, the better. Okay, we've got a lot of... Another tier 7 coming out the woods. Is this a fucking joke? Is this a joke? Okay, let's try and get our cavalry through this gap. We should stop caring about the tier 7s and just fighting. I'm actually going to pop over Perseverance here and just hold. Try and get a good flank off on these guys. I know the cavalry's messing up. Good old Rome 2 pathfinding. Pop our war cry here. Maybe try and rout this. Prepare for this. Okay, now we come down here, I think. We scare off their cavalry. Can we do any help up here? Not really any help whatsoever. Not really a lot we can do elsewhere, so I guess just move up here and move round. You guys can come flying into their side, though. Hopefully we do some damage. Pop our war cry, especially with more cav coming in. With a war cry, as well as that. We're just not routing them at all. Is that a Scipio, maybe? Is that a Scipio? No, it's not. Oh, they've got the unbreakable thing. Okay, up here, though. Oh, there's some archers down there we're going to try and get. I think we should try and pull out of this cavalry and then just hammer and anvil when our charge is back. Yeah, also, there's actually cavalry down there. I think we just move back round. So you guys can definitely see that these guys are, you know, can be defeated. Even over higher tiers. It's just really hard. I feel like if the matchmaking round, I mean, the pathfinding around corners is really annoying. I think we just have to protect this corridor from the tier 7s. Because if they come in the side, which they're going to do, that's going to be brutal. I think we just Wrath of Mars down here and try and stop this cavalry, which we did manage to do. But look at the... Oh my god, that's tier 5 Greek cavalry. Oh my lord, that is disgusting. But I got the better charge off as well. Ah, damn, that's brutal. Oh, well, we can hopefully come round. Damn, I guess it just goes to the power of having them clumped up units. Now, this fight is not really that great for us. I'm going to try and come into the side of these guys, though, without a charge. Because I don't think these guys are all in their formations. But we can get a good charge off against these guys. But look at that, yeah, we just don't do any damage there whatsoever. That's fine, though. We can maybe try and rout some of these guys. I want to kind of try and hold on to my... I want to try my best to hold on to my war cry if I can. Continue just to cut these guys down, which we are doing a good job of. We haven't really got the best score in the world, but that's fine. Okay. Oh, God, the tier 7s are going to come in. I guess... I tried to hold that for as long as possible. The tier 7s, though, just break me through for perseverance. Yeah, we came kind of close there. We did a good job, but it just goes to show. I think we definitely played better than the tier 7s there as a whole. Maybe not me in particular, but we surrounded, their infantry really easily, popping our war cries and stuff, but tier 7s were just way too strong at that point. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait for this battle to be over and we'll play another one, and hopefully we get a bit of a better matchmaking. And granted, just remember, this hopefully won't be the case in open beta and when the game is released. Just solely, one, because there'll be so many more players, but on top of that, there'll also be better matchmaking. I assume they'll be fine-tuning the matchmaking, making decisions throughout this entire open and closed beta period, which they will be running. That was kind of hitting on the point of what I was suggesting beforehand, whereas some games you can just get, like that game was pretty much completely lost from when we started. You saw the cavalry charges our team got, we saw that we actually routed them and surrounded them, but their units were just so much better. Also, that disgusting 3 unit of cavalry charging down my 1 unit of legionary cavalry, even though I got a better charge off, they ran through me, just using weight of numbers, which I'm not complaining about. Looking back on it, I think it was absolutely fine. 3 units against 1. Granted, I think my unit maybe shouldn't have lost 2/3 of its unit, but whatever. So cool, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be jumping into another game. Hopefully we get a bit of a better matchmaking. And I can show you guys a bit more of an interesting gameplay, because we didn't do really that great there. But I thought that was a cool enough battle to leave in, yeah. I mean, it was just a slaughter. That kind of 4-man right there was just so strong. And I've definitely noticed if you're not playing in a group at these high tiers, you end up just getting, it's kind of just luck of the draw whether you're on the higher tier team or not. So hopefully their matchmaking does get cleaned up as these battles do go on, because I think that's a real problem with this game, and it's definitely disincentivizing me to play it as well, just solely because it's like, the matches just aren't balanced most of the time. Either one side has a huge advantage or the other side does, whether it's my team or the enemy team. But okay, cool. I will go ahead and cut it to when we are in our next battle, and hopefully we get a bit more of a more enjoyable match that time. So I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this higher tier gameplay. Hopefully some of the developers see this and kind of take note of the matchmaking. I'm sure they're more than aware of it, but hopefully we can kind of push for that to be changed. And also, please bring back the scores leaderboards. I really want to see them make a return to Arena, but I'm having a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see some tier 7 gameplay once I unlock the legionary cavalry, which were always so goddamn good. I mean, they just look spectacular, so I'm super looking forward to getting these guys unlocked and playing them. So yeah, if you guys want to see some tier 7 gameplay, let me know and I'll bring it to you guys as soon as I have it unlocked, and I'll see you guys next time, and fish out.